Hello. This is Elle, and this is my first live stream, I believe. I don't know how to do anything, so this will be a mess and hopefully enjoyable at the same time. Um, I see we have a chromed Lego cat in the chat, and that's it so far. And that's okay, I didn't anticipate anyone to show up, actually. So that's more than zero. Oh, there's also a Cornet, just out of nowhere. Oh, there's a Lisa. I'm surprised. Is there anyone else showing up? Oh gosh. There's the whole awesome crew. All the awesome people are here. Thank you for joining this awkward first attempt at a live stream. I don't know what to do, so you can give a suggestion of what I can do, but I did want to show off something I built last night. And this is a crater drake or dragon that I had built. By the way, is the audio okay? I know the video is kind of awkward, but if you can't hear me, that's going to be pretty awkward. It sounds like you can hear me. Um, but yeah, I got this because I wanted to have like a brick build dragon because I do want to at some point make a pink dragon. And if you can see, my camera is above me, which I don't know if that's a better thing or not. I think it is. But so this is all brick built. There's no like molded parts either, which I think is kind of cool. And it's more of a drake than a dragon because it doesn't have a front set of claws at all. And it's dark red with blue, and I think it actually is pretty cool. I like how the head's built. I don't know if you can kind of see. Yeah, definitely have to make a pink dragon. It's definitely on my goal, except especially because I got this guy and I kind of want to make it like this. So I'll probably have to find maybe lime green or wings or something, which do exist, which is a plus, and make something based on that. Put that in the corner there. But yeah, this dragon turned out pretty cool, and like I said, the head actually looks pretty good for all being just Lego parts and everything. And other than that, it's fairly simple. I like that it has plate built wings, which I think will be nice because I did want to experiment with making pink wings. And other than that, it's a pretty cool small set. I think it was like $16 in the US. The dark red parts are pretty cool, definitely posable, and it definitely can sit there. And I'm gonna experiment with some stuff, so bear with me. Okay, so we can put comments up like that. That's interesting. Feels a little awkward, but that's cool. Um, yeah. So, does anyone want to specifically see me do something? I can build sets, I can sort. If no one says anything, I'll probably end up sorting Legos because I have tons of Legos to sort. Um, I could also open up random stuff. So just let me know. Otherwise, I will easily talk to myself. Um, where is? I love a set build. That reminds me, you asked me a question in the Discord, Corny. I'm gonna look that up so I can answer that right away. And if I can find it, hopefully. Hey, hello. And Kobe's here too. That's a surprise. I love the little profile pic. I'm checking on my phone to try and remind myself of something that I probably shouldn't have to do. Yes, I was worried you fell asleep actually. Uh, I got this. Thank you, Doc. Jake's here too. Oh, see, there's people from Ruth. I did ask Ruth if she wanted to join, and I said she didn't have to. If she didn't want to, thank you guys. In over 2 haven't changed the picture in over 2 years. Wow. Um, I've changed mine twice. So I guess that's kind of not a whole lot. Okay, why am I looking for this? Okay. Cornay had asked me, how did I get into Lego? And that is an interesting question because the fact that I can't necessarily say how, because that was over 30 years ago that I probably got into Lego, but my immediate guess is because my brother had some Lego. So I probably got interested in it, and or I saw it at a store like a little kid and went, "Oh my gosh, I want that. I want that. I want that." That would be my guess. Thank you, Lego Cat. I appreciate that. So I can't really say specifically because that was like 30 years ago when I probably got like my first Lego set. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say specifically what I can remember, which is nothing. I remember having a little bin of Legos, a lot less than what I had. Oh, I said Legos. I said the bad word. um, but just a little bit, really, just not a whole lot compared to what I have now. A very big difference. So I'm gonna go and grab something. So I'm gonna put my headset down and I'll be right back. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I will do my best to try and answer them. Okay, I'm back with a pile of boxes of Legos that I just wanted to part out. Let's see what we got for questions. Do I still have my first Lego set? Yes and no. I'm almost positive I still have it. However, it's probably been parted out because, again, like I said, that would have been 30 years ago. Whereas I would imagine some of your first sets you guys have here was like 6 years ago. Um, but yeah, like I said, I never got rid of any of my Lego at any point. So I managed to somehow keep my Lego for like 30 years. So yeah, I would probably still have it. And then we got Just yeah, see exactly the same exact thing is what I would say I have. First Lego says definitely yeah. Seems everyone is in that same boat. Cornet got a bag tag, the dog tag. Only sold out. 3 tags. You'll have to share a picture of that sometime, Cornet, on your Instagram or something. I actually I want to get 1 or 2 that I can put on my purse, so that I can have one. And I can't find my box separator. My goodness. As you can tell, I'm overly prepared for this to do this, so I'll improvise. And this is a nail clipper, and I will use a nail clipper. I think it's I have tons of viewers. I do. There are people. I think it says 9 people viewing, which is 9 more than I was anticipating. But that's great. And I got to get used to doing stuff because now I'm in charge of the stream. You gotta get all of them on there, Corny. Every single one. I wasn't prepared at all when I joined Ruth a few weeks ago. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know if I was prepared, but I still had fun, and I think that's the important part, regardless of prepared or good or anything like that. Is I think just having fun is really what the point is. People would, aw. I don't think that should be the case. I mean, I know how people would do that, but I through my childhood, obviously it's a little bit different, but I was into hobbies that not everyone was into, and I just kind of owned it and said, you know what? I don't care. This is what I like to do. Don't worry about it. It's not hurting anyone, and whatever. Got no time for people who don't enjoy that stuff. They get stolen. That's true. That could unfortunately be true. That video on that plate sorting thing. Oh yeah, yep. I got these out here. They're great for building sets because, as an example, not like that. That ripped open really easily. You can put different little bags in different areas, which help kind of keeps it sorted, which is a nice feature that they have. Yeah, and I think that's kind of how it should be, and if they don't, well, then they shouldn't care about it. Just ignore it. How do you dare to show your face? What do you mean in real life? What do you... I don't know what you mean by that. Also, oh, I thought I was missing the torso for a second here. I'm always dropping. I mean, you can also use paper plates and stuff. Aw. One day I'll maybe have my face on camera too. I just don't. I'm not into that right now, and I don't think it's too necessary because I do kind of like that you can like see everything I'm doing, and I don't know. Maybe like I said, that could change. And Cornet always goes Lego shopping with friends. That's cool. Let's see what kind of pug we get. Lavender one. Cute little lavender pug. You can kind of see. I like it, actually. I like that color in there. Thank Jojo. Yep, I did a couple with Ruth, and then which she kept trying to get me to do it alone. and I have tried to do it myself. It'll be super awkward. I don't know how enjoyable it will be, but if anything, I this is something I was gonna do. I need to go through sets and part them out and stuff like that. So yeah, no, you shouldn't have to worry about that. And honestly, like, when you were on Ruth's stream, everyone's cool over there. So you don't even need to really worry about that, which I think is great. I mean, if you were going on someone's stream, that like if Jang or LEV did a stream and you popped on, that might be a little different because there's a lot of people there. Um, I don't know these. So my work days off are Tuesday and Wednesday, so that's why I do it then and not like on the weekends as much. And why I can't watch Ruth streams anymore, unfortunately. So if I do a streaming regular thing, there's a good chance it's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know about the times. The times aren't really set in stone, so I can't necessarily say that. I really can't say anything on that right now, unfortunately. Sorry, Jake. A straight view rather than an overview so you can see better, but it's your choice. Well, I did try that in Ruth streams, but like then you can only see like this amount of stuff, and it looked just really messy, and you couldn't like see anything. So I'm just kind of experimenting with different stuff. I think this one would be really good if I'm sorting stuff, and I'm kind of, I guess, doing both because I don't know if I need to build this up because I think I already have one built. Um, but yeah, I mean, it'll be an experimental thing, and I think the important part for me, at least, is people just hearing what I'm saying and what we're saying in chat and stuff. Don't necessarily need to be interested in exactly what I'm doing. Why, hello, Princess Anna. I don't know if I have seen you before. And people are just saying hello to everyone back. Yep, I was indeed playing with the Harry Potter set that time. Uh, don't know if I want to talk about where I work right now, Chrome Lego Cat. Not like a negative topic or anything. It's just kind of something that I haven't been too much talking about. But to say the least, I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. I do. I do. I love when they have different if I can reach to the stars, different shirts. It's the one with the pug on it, which I think is really cute. Of course, the pug's in pink, which is a bonus. But I also love some of the parts. Like this part's an interesting, weird part, which I haven't really overly used a whole lot of. Um, but I'm curious to see if you can use it. Of course, we got these pink big brackets, which I already have too many of them. Ooh, we also get satin, the 1x1 tiles that you probably can't even see. But we also get the dark turquoise dog bone, which I think is a nice, cool part there. And some dog treats, and of course, some dog poop. I'm surprised someone hasn't made a big dog that poops out those little things. Yeah, they really need to work on giving some sleeves. I hope that changes someday for some reason. Yeah, just everyone saying hi to everyone. That's great. Aw, I like rainy days, and that's clearly just me. But like days actually reminds me of when I was a kid. That's the day I get to stay inside and do Lego stuff because I can't go outside and run around and play. So I get to stay inside and listen to the rain and thunder and play with Lego. Yeah, no, that's fine. No big deals. You can't ask any. You can ask any question. I can choose to answer it or not. So no question is wrong. How long is the stream going to be? That's a good question. We'll leave that to someone else. Yep. See, I love rainy days too. Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah. I mean, I think, and I think sometimes with the sleeve thing, if there's more people in a different climate that kind of are like, well, it's usually warmer, that you don't want to really, I don't know how to say, have a representation of like winter clothing, and maybe that's why they don't do winter as high enough as a rotation, or as often enough as a rotation, because not as many people live in a winter climate. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want some sleeves more often than not. Well, that's good. Maybe we all like rainy days. School 7 in the morning till 6 in the evening. That's almost 12 hours, Corny, isn't it? Or am I reading that wrong? 11 hours? Yeah. People commenting how long of a school day that is. It is. It's a long work day too, so it's not anything to really scoff at. I don't know what are you going to be exactly doing in that time frame, Corny? Are you going to be teaching kids? Poop shovel. Probably going to be really disorganized. But yeah, if you ever wanted to know how I sort, I usually sort by color. That's one of the big things. So here, I'm viciously opening up, is one of these green bricks that, as you can see, I got on clearance for $3.70, normally $5, so it's not that great of a deal. But it's still, green is a nice color to have when you do a lot of greenery stuff. Is it online? I think they've been going back in person. Oh, cool. Okay. So okay. That's kind of a neat thing. Are you teaching, or are you being taught? Sort by if I find it useful or not. No, I think that makes sense. You know, especially when you don't have as many parts, because I have a problem with buying too much Lego, but we'll not get too deep into that. Yeah, he has to get to his school himself. Does anyone else in the chat drive a car? Because I've never heard anyone talk about that at all. And I know most of you aren't even old enough to drive. Please show clearance more. Well, in order to show clearance, I need to get clearance. And I probably shouldn't be buying too much Lego. Totally not helping. But that's okay. Yeah, no, I usually, if I find like a really good deal, if anything, I'll share it on Instagram. But it really, how they do clearance is usually when new stuff comes out. So the next time there'll be like big clearance, besides like Christmas sales or Black Thursday, Friday, whatever sales, it's going to be when stuff comes in, the new stuff. Cornet is being taught. Do I have more than 100 Lego sets? Take a guess. Taking the bus. Yeah. Well, Kobe, I'll tell you this. I didn't take the class, because I think you live in the US. I didn't take the driving class till I was 18, and I didn't get my license till I'm 22. So take your time. Yeah. I think that, yeah, I buy too much Lego. I can agree with that, and I'm probably sure there's a lot of other people that buy too much Lego. I think the issue is that Lego is constantly trying to make money. So they're constantly putting out new Lego sets, and we're just like, but they're awesome. Please stop. Well, please stop making Lego sets that are awesome. Sounds really awkward. So it's kind of like, keep making these Lego sets that are awesome. It says, okay, so if Courtney has over 200 sets, I'm pretty confident I have over 100 sets. And probably some I should not. Less than 50. Well, if you've bought like the bulk, I don't know how much you have for a parts collection, but if you've bought a lot of bulk stuff, then yeah, then you're gonna have possibly more sets, but you might not even know it. I don't know how, because like I'm parting out these sets. Technically, I own them, but technically, I don't have them put together. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I honestly I need to sell on eBay. If I sold on eBay, I could make a bunch of money, and then I probably wouldn't be complaining as much. It's just something that I gotta get into doing, and something I just haven't done. Speaking of awkward stuff, this is did this brick separator actually come in video? Maybe that's why they were so expensive. Because it seemed, well, I guess it is a $20 set, technically. I didn't get this for $20. I don't know if it had a clearance tag on it. No, but I think I got, this is the pirate beatbox. I think I got it for $7. I think. And kind of the depressingly main reason is for the, which you can barely see, axe guitar. I think is crazy. Also, there's kind of a crazy hairpiece too, the kind of mohawk with the vibrant coral headband. Yeah, the thing is when I was a kid, I don't remember seeing like any girl sets ever. So yeah, I got into kind of the colorful space stuff. And you know, the really I don't remember looking at the shelves and seeing tons of Lego. Usually it was kind of a small spot. You know, so I don't know. I'm overbuying too. You need to finish my house collection. Which one? Stephanie's house from the secondary market. If that's the one I'm thinking of, that one's pretty cool because it has the printed windows. 389 sets. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what it says for me. I'll pass on that. I have a feeling it'll just come back with, instead of a number, you have too many sets. You have too many sets. What? I thought you've bought like a couple bulk Lego things. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe you bought used Lego and it wasn't just bulk Lego. Okay, really? Why? You know what would have been interesting, and I think maybe even a little cooler, instead of having a brick separator in them, putting one of the dots keys, because then you could kind of have used it as like a guitar too or something more. That would have been interesting. Oh my gosh, that's a great deal. Um the the robot hip hop one, which I actually just have over to the side here, which I have to go through. Gosh, I'm gonna have a bunch of these clear things I'm gonna have to find uses for. But the hip hop one I got for $5, and the mermaid one I got, I think, another one for $10. So is my PFP actually you? I think that's my profile. Yes. Well, yes. No, it's my mini doll version of me. Um, I tried to make it as accurate as I could. The only difference is I believe it has green eyes, and I have blue eyes. White, pink, light blue house with the bay window. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I know that one. I actually, that's actually one of the older houses I got. I think I took it apart though. And that one wasn't that bad, but I really like those printed windows. I have 2 parody sets and some town sets. Lego was so expensive back then. Well, I will say that when you're a kid and you're trying to think about your own money, Lego is indeed very expensive. But when your parents are buying it for you, it's not quite as expensive, I feel. Am I missing beat? Oh, there's a whole nother bag I didn't even open. I'm like, am I missing stuff? And I didn't even open all of the stuff. That is kind of the nice thing, that you do get piles of these 2x2 prints. I think it might have been cool if they had different, like different sized ones, like maybe get a record instead of just all these 2x2 pictured prints. Here's a cool one. This one looks really cool. I like this one. You can kind of see it. It's the rainbow one, which I think is really neat. Ignore that question. Nope, that's all right. You can ask any question, and I will either say I don't want to answer it, or I will answer it. You can never have too much Lego, says Gary. Yes and no. I mean, if I had so much Lego that when I woke up, I was literally walking in piles of Lego, that might be too much Lego, and that might also hurt. When I was getting bulk Lego, I think it was when I was kind of, it was when I was really excited about elves, and it was still, you could kind of get cheap elf stuff. So like I would look for a bulk lot that had elves on top, and I would be like, okay, I think I know what sets are in here, and I want to get it because it has elves in there. And yeah, that didn't always work out, but sometimes it worked out really good. Like that's how I got, I think I got a Regana's Castle and Meridia's set, which I think is really great. Yeah, and like I said, I think it would be cool if they had the little dots. I don't know what they are called, keys, effectively, to get stuff out. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's some pretty good deals. The problem, I don't know. Like if I can't figure out uses for some of these big pieces, I'm gonna be like, I kind of regret having bought them, because I'm not gonna be able to use them. I have to find a use for the big clear pieces and some of the other stuff. The figures are cool though, even though they're not mini dolls. Like this pirate guy has a ridiculous face print, if you can even see it. He's got his tongue sticking out and everything. Where is Ruth? That is a good question. My immediate response is in Australia. I don't think she took a flight anywhere that I know of. I did say if she wanted to join, she could, but she didn't have to. So unless I don't know what I'm doing and she's just waiting somewhere, why am I not talking to her? I don't think so, though. But this is a stream on my channel, believe it or not. My first stream on my own channel. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can get really big ones, and especially if you get a big bulk lot where you have to clean it, that can be not so fun. I've had a couple of those where I've literally questioned how they could get their Lego as dirty as it was, and sometimes I've had to clean them in multiple batches, which is not the most fun thing, but I guess it's still cool getting Lego for cheap sometimes. 80s Lego pirate. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I still think I have some things like that are really old like that, but not a whole lot. I'm trying to think if I can, because I know I have like older parts they're just so weird when you see older parts. A lot of the times, I gotta clean up my Marvel guys, and girls, and other stuff. This is I bought one random one of the bandmates because those were on clearance too, and I got the orange alien one, which comes with some cool, neat stuff. sort these out. But I have to say, it's cool that you guys are here and you're chatting away, even if we're not talking too much. I'm trying to do the best I can. If I'm doing terrible, feel free to let me know. Yeah, I know that's exactly how I feel about bulk lats, and I think that's kind of also dangerous too, though, because like you're gonna be like, oh, I want to see what's in the bulk lot, and the then you end up getting stuff you don't like. Also, can this little girl, I think it's Mia, is playing dress up with the alien hairpiece, which amazingly enough, I didn't realize is actually fully rubber. It's fully rubber like the Friends hair pieces, which I think is really cool. That's kind of a highlight with some of the video stuff. You know, the parts I like just using them on mini dolls and such. No, it's the same brick separator. It's your standard brick separator. It's nothing special. I wish it was something special. But I said that they should have put the keys that were in like dots in there. I'm gonna have a lot more of these printed pieces than I thought, because I think that would have just been a more interesting thing, or maybe they could have made a whole different brick separator that literally looks exactly like a guitar. That would be interesting too. I want a set. I think we all do. I want a couple sets. I'm actually. It sounds silly, but I want to get one of the. It's supposed to come out in October. The city stunt sets, one of the motorcycle bikes, because I'm curious how that mechanism works. I don't know if anyone else cares at all about that. And I think there's some nifty hair pieces and parts in there, which I'm gonna want to get and check out. The alien hair looks like slime. Well, in if they actually release it in the what are they called? Bandmates Series 2 actually has a slime character, which actually looks funny. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's like I love that, like, as much as I'm not a fan that there's, mini dolls and mini figures and there's all that tension, whatever there. I think it's cool that there are some parts that are interchangeable. Could you imagine if minifigures hair pieces didn't work on mini dolls, period, or that the stuff in their hands that they hold didn't work on them at all either? That would make it a bigger deal, in my opinion, because then you'd be like, well, I can't even use this on anything that's not, like one or the other. Also, this was a Bricklink order. I got this fairy character because I wanted the hairpiece and the wings, and it's still kind of an interesting print. I think the prints for video are too much, is what I would say. That there's too much going on almost, and they feel like they're not cohesive. Let's see what else we got here. The white jumpsuit. Yeah, is that the chicken outfit one? I can't remember. I think there's a chicken outfit one, and like they're all pretty crazy looking. There was one female one that had a really cool kind of hairpiece that I wanted to get. And I'm just kind of really curious to see how the motorcycles work, and then maybe use it to see if I can't get a mini doll to ride it and make it look really weird. Because I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, they're expensive though. So I think they're $8 each, and for effectively just a motorcycle. So I'm kind of sketchy on those. So I probably would only get one. But I don't know. I think it's interesting that they're trying that, and I think it could be rather neat, actually, and that's why I'm excited to see it. and get it and see if it actually like works really well. Because if it doesn't work well, or it's kind of awkward or whatever, then it might not be as exciting to actually even, have those and see how customizable they are. The world would end. What? I don't want the world. How do you stream? Well, Ruth showed me how to do it. But basically, you get like I'm using StreamYard because that's what Ruth was using. You set it up to like your YouTube account, then you can set stuff up in a way either good or bad, poorly or really great, and then you click go live, and then you're live, and then you're talking to people like I am right now. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it was. I think it's just doing it sometimes, finding the time, having camera and whatever, I guess. Yeah, they can be, especially if, they're dirty. Hello, Zabadak. Well, that sweet mayhem doesn't exist anymore, so you should be all right. You don't have to worry about that sweet mayhem coming back to haunt you. So just imagine it's gone. I'll probably make more of something at some point. Always like doing that. Yeah, they have, like, I think they have some other hair pieces and stuff that's pretty cool, actually. Like I said, the one that I was looking at had a unique hairpiece, and I think there's some that have like even like a weird visor print, which I think is kind of interesting. Yep. Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing with the video stuff, is they just have. Oh, really? You got one of the stunt sets already? Neat. I didn't. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I suppose it's really close to October, so they probably slid out onto some shelves sometimes. Wait, no, what? Come on. They'll make more at some point. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. Well, if anything, I'll get them and I'll try. See what can be done. Maybe it won't work as well. Maybe they have to stand on the bike like they're doing a trick and standing up on it. But it's just something I like doing, trying to do. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. I don't think, but I want to, and I want to do tons of videos in low light settings where they just come into the screen in the darkness. The like, yeah, I mean it happens. I mean, people at stores don't necessarily pay attention to when things go out, and if they're not like super computer system street dated, then they can get put on the shelves, and sometimes people do other stuff to get them sold and such and such. I can't even tell if this is dark blue. Oh, that's cool print there. This is the alien beatbox, which has the crazy head, which, let's see if I have a part that will allow me to do that. No, yes, maybe. Somewhere here. So Kobe was just talking about kind of cursed figures. So let's see what we can do here. Here you go. A little tall, but we got that alien head on a mini doll. So there you go. It's really big, especially having to add a little neck attachment. But yeah. It's a really weird piece, but it looks kind of cool. I can see it being used for a lot of different things. And you also get this kind of sci-fi printed record, which I think is a nice little addition there. And of course, the video minifigure prints are good. They're really good. But like I said, I do really wish it was mini dolls. I would have been so much more excited about the theme and all over it like craziness. Unfortunately, that is not the route they went. But who knows what the future would hold. Which reminds me, I saw a little news article that I'm probably the only one that saw actually. Let's check out the chat. Oh, come on. You gotta get some more of those. Yeah, they looked like different. I don't know. I have to, like I said, I'm gonna get one of them because I'm gonna just want to play around with it anyway. And then I'll go from there. I have all these big pieces. I gotta find uses for those. Those are craziness. I'm sure I'll find a use someday. I'll say that and then never find a use for them. Cut the legs. Cut the legs. Yep, I feel the same way. They'll just have to do doing handstands. There you go. Perfect. They can do handstands and stuff. Then need surgery. Well, if you have a lot of them, especially of the same one, I've actually thought about buying like some of the bulk lots they have on eBay of polybags and stuff to get a bunch of just whatever mini dolls so I can maybe do stuff like that. But I don't know if I want to do surgery on mini dolls. It might hurt them. No, it won't. But so this other one I'm going to part out. If you should know why I want to part this out, because there's some really good colors in here, and I'm not going to even get into how much I do not like Super Mario, because that is a whole nother story, which I actually pretty much my starter video. Lego needs to make a lot of different kinds of Lego. But the thing I heard that I don't think anyone else heard, and I could be wrong, is that supposedly, and I don't remember, I have to look up the article. Supposedly Lego hired some 12-year-old rapper girl to be like a children's development ambassador or something. I don't know if anyone else has heard about that. But yeah, they literally hired like a 12-year-old rapper. I can't remember her name. And she's going to be some sort of head children's developer or something. And I honestly feel, because I think they just announced this happened, that this is because of Video's failure. So they're trying to get her in to try to make it more, I don't know, that people would buy it. Yeah, that's true. Because, I mean, if anything, though, those mini dolls you could have painted, too, or something. So much yellow. I'm not a big fan of yellow. I have never watched any Descendants or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not good at painting either. I tried painting the eyes for my Sig doll, and that just ended up terrible. So I fixed it and took it off. But yeah, so I don't know. This whole I wish I could find the article. I wonder if I can try to do a search. It shouldn't take me out of StreamYard, I hope. Find out the hard way. Let's see. Here's it. Yeah, here it is. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I kind of feel that way too, but I wouldn't mind painting like one or two at some point just to, you know, do it, I guess. But so the thing I was talking about before is the 12-year-old rapper is named Little Bit Saucy, which sounds ridiculous, but it says it's the Lego Group's first ever kid creative director, joining 9 other young creatives as part of the kids' creative studio. So I don't know if anyone else has heard anything about that. Probably not. It sounds really weird, sounds interesting. I'm thinking it's because of video not doing as well. And maybe they are going to try and mix it up or something. Yeah, it's just something I heard about too. And I also was wondering, I was like, they got like a rapper, and I was like, I know we've talked in the Mini Doll Discord group about how the Bratz and Monster High and LOL and all those kind of kids brands are like that. And I was thinking, I wonder if Lego isn't trying to poke more into that market, either with friends or other themes, and maybe video was kind of their attempt at it. Yeah, no, they've. I have to say that, especially lately, they've been doing some fantastic hair pieces, and I always love when they're doing recolors of hair pieces too. And I am putting my orange, gold, and yellow together on purpose. I know they're different colors. I think there is a lot that was wrong with video, and I think like Claire pointed out a lot of stuff in her videos. But like one thing that I also felt is that the first wave that they put out should have been the second wave or like a middle wave or something, because like I think the presence of having the stages first would have made people more go, "Oh, hey, what's that?" It's also in a bigger box. And like if you some of you probably have seen in stores what it looked like to see video on the shelves, and it's just this really tiny small section with like 4 of the boxes, and it doesn't have a presence. You don't find it, you don't see it, it doesn't pop, it's just nothing really there, you don't really know what it is. And then when if it would have had those first sets, you would have seen big sets, something different, big and colorful. um you would have just seen it more. And I think it would have been like, you don't necessarily need the app, because you can be like, well, I want to have these characters and play with them on stage. But instead they're like, no, we're going to try to get people into the app first and then hope it just works. And as you can tell, it seems to have not worked. And I think that's something they could have done. I think they're both pretty good, actually. I will agree that people who want minifigures are spoiled for choice. I fully agree with that. I can every time I hear someone complain about some Disney set getting a mini doll, I'm just like, you know what? You have all the Star Wars minifigures, all the Harry Potter minifigures, all the City minifigures, all the Racer minifigures, all the Jurassic World minifigures, all the Ninjago minifigures, all the different heads that go with all those minifigures, all the big sets with minifigures. And we're like, hey, we got a castle, and people are like, oh gosh, why does it have mini dolls? And I'm never gonna not complain about people that did that. Yeah. And I think Claire had mentioned that even if they just kind of had a mix, I think that would have also been a big positive, kind of like the Lego movie, because then it would work with everyone. But I guess maybe the Lego movie didn't pan out as well as they wanted to or something. You know, for I think a lot of us, we'd have been like, yeah, that sounds great. But unfortunately, I don't know. There are many more. That's not true, because I'm pretty sure the majority of people I talk to in the mini doll group like mini dolls. And I'm pretty sure most of them, well, it's probably about even, identify as male. And I don't have a problem with that, obviously. And yeah, so I think I know a little bit about that. And I think it's kind of a R-rated type thing. If I remember correctly, it's weird. I don't get into a whole lot of stuff. Someone's already done Lego stuff or did mock-ups of Lego stuff for whatever the Squid Game is. I think it's like, I don't know. I didn't look into it that much, but from what I can tell, it's like Hunger Games meets horror, maybe. So it's not necessarily my thing. Not a big fan of horror, unless it's comedy horror, because that sometimes is really funny. Yep. And it doesn't even, you know what, that shouldn't even really make a difference, it shouldn't matter. You just liking what you liking. It's like, I don't know. And they do make male mini dolls, believe it or not. I mean, they don't make a lot of them, but they do make male mini dolls. So I think the issue, I mean, like, I was thinking the other day, think about how weird this would be. What if instead of minifigures, it was mini dolls? Instead of mini dolls, it was minifigures. Think about that. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I watch the Marvel stuff on Disney Plus and Star Wars and Disney Plus stuff pretty much. That's the only streaming service that I have. Yeah, and I think that's kind of what Claire kind of touched on, is that the demographic they targeted with mini dolls is the demographic that would like video. So it's kind of like, why did you go against your own logic and make video on minifigures? It kind of feels like it really just feels like they went against their own logic on that. We agree that there's a lot of awesome purple in this set, and that's probably the main reason why I got 2 of them. I mean, there's a lot of other parts that are really nice in this set too. This stupid Super Mario set. I'm sorry I said that, but I'm not a fan of Super Mario. But I mean, I'll probably still be into Lego, or at least pay attention to it whenever they come out with this new video stuff. And I'm just wondering if it wasn't the whole thing that happened is they had a big contract with Universal or whatever. And just like they did with Mario, they kind of went in the direction that the people didn't want stuff necessarily. Because I know, like, with Mario, people are like, we want minifigures and all this stuff. And I kind of agree with them, even though I'm not a fan either way. This is the Wiggler's Poison Swamp. You can see it like that. There's the box. I got it on sale for like $27 on Amazon. And since it has a lot of parts that I like, and as you can see, $27 for the price per piece or whatever is really good. Also, there's some, where are they? These 8x16 dark purple tiles, which is just, I don't know. I think it's awesome. big purple parts. The dark purple is one of my favorite colors, next to obviously any shade of pink. Yeah, besides parts, that's pretty much kind of how I feel. I don't know if any of you checked out any of my actual Super Mario reviews where I'm just like, I there was no instructions, so I couldn't build anything. And I know that they have like digital instructions, but it's just like, I don't know. And I feel like when people do reviews of the sets, they're not reviewing it accurately because the set's only really enjoyable if you have Mario. And like, how we've talked with Claire and stuff about how you they say that Lego, when they buy a friend set, it might be the first mini doll they're getting. Well, why didn't they use that logic with Super Mario? Because like, if I bought this Super Mario set and this was my first Super Mario set, I don't have any Mario to do anything with. So it's like getting a friend set and it's a building, but you don't get any mini dolls in it or any figures of any sort. I mean, how would you feel about getting like the most recent hospital or whatever, or a beach scene in Friends without a single mini doll? Oh, that's terrible. But you don't have to get video. Can you maybe order the parts that you want? Because I feel video is just really, you don't need to go all out on actually getting the sets. The parts are really where it's at. Nope. They have the big electronic Mario, but they have not made any minifigure based Mario of any sort anywhere. And they're still asking for it. It might happen. It might not. I don't know. Personally, even though I'm not a Mario fan, I would much prefer to have Super Mario stuff with minifigures. So I can put Mario hats on mini dolls or whatever. Oh, I'm getting behind in the chat. Wow. People are having a good time. do you Chrome Lego Cat, where you're at, do you have like Black Friday sales like we do in the US at all? Like usually, I don't know if you guys have Thanksgiving or anything like Thanksgiving, but like the day after or the day of, we'll have like super big sales everywhere with discounts and stuff. It is, and like, I get the making of the levels and stuff like that. It's just if you don't have Mario, it's useless. Oh yeah. Well, we kind of got pretty close to it. You have a pink outfit. Good night, Jojo. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Yeah. And I think that's how they should be reviewed, Chrome Lego Cat, is with that in mind. Um he hasn't posted anything. Yep, that might be why. Also, I think, I don't know if I have any mods. Literally my first stream, I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I have one mod because I think on one of my premieres I made someone a mod a while ago. I don't remember if it's still, I don't know how that works. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Or the princess character from the Lego Movie 2, Susan, I think was her name, because she's pretty close to like a Princess Peach. You know, if you gave her like a little pink bow or something. Posting the first video is easy. Yeah, I still remember my first video. I want to review that set. I used to make a video every single day. I still don't believe that I was able to do that. What else do I have? Oh, that's right. I have to grab something. I will be right back in a mere moment. Yeah, I think that's probably the closest Princess Peach straight up just figure there is. Yeah. Nope, she's just a worker for Queen whatever Wanabe, which I think is a hilarious character. I was really sad that apparently the Lego movie didn't do as good as it did, as I in my mind I thought it was, especially sets wise. And maybe that's why video turned out the way it did. I don't think anyone reacted to me making cat noises. That's good. Oh, did I say that to myself? It's pretty cringe thinking about it. Come on, it can't be as cringe as the stuff I do. It's probably better. Aw. Didn't want to question it. What's the question? Oh, I got all these plastic bags. Also, when you open up too many Lego sets, you get all these plastic bags. So it'll be interesting come 2022 when we start getting paper bags. Because even though I recycle this stuff, it'll be interesting to recycle the paper bags. I will definitely do a very in-depth review on paper bags from Lego and really get deep into the real quality of paper bags of Lego. And now I got all these instructions everywhere too. I got to make sure I don't mix them up with some of these sticker sheets. Look at these great instructions for Lego Mario. Go to the app. Buy other sets. Literally the instructions. Get the latest version of the app. Thanks, Lego. Appreciate it. Get the app. Great instructions. I'm never gonna not complain about that. Well, my chair does make noises, unfortunately. I don't know if you can hear my chair making noises, but in real life, I tend to meow awkwardly a lot. It's actually a lot of fun when you're in public and you have a mask on and you meow, because I'm pretty sure people get confused and a little scared because they think they're hearing things. Yeah, instructions. Yeah, Pink. Yes! Look. Look, I got the best kitten ever. You can't even see it. It's so adorably cute, tiny. Pink. Don't have instructions. That's true. I mean, I think it's fine that they have instructions online and everything, but I'm not necessarily a big fan of an instruction booklet in the set saying, go download an app. Like, I mean, they might go to that just to save stuff, but I don't know. You have like any single cube set or like the newest wave, just not a single cube set at all. I realize there's not as much pink as there really should be here. More pink. Like not a single one at all. Why, thank you. I have been told that very often, and I've also scared people with that because they don't realize it's me doing it. Because you hear my voice normally. Oh, this set's even better. Did I forget about this? There's a blue bird in this cube. That little cute little bird. What? Did I forget that? Oh my gosh, that's even better. I want to buy more. I gotta find them on clearance. I need a little bluebird army. Thank you. Really? Not even one? Huh. I'm surprised. You should try to get at least one someday. I mean, I got cubes for $2.50. Oh my gosh. This is better than I thought it was, because you also get the Stephanie shirt with the kind of cute cat print and the cute cat ears. And there's some other nice stuff in here too. Oh my. Yeah, I really like this one. Obviously, it came with pink parts too, which is another huge plus. Some brown parts that are useful. You know, I just thought of something. I don't think they've included a poop piece in any of the sets with kittens in them. Apparently, kittens are of a higher caliber that they don't just poop everywhere. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, and you can't even get the whole waves anymore, really. Yeah. I know there's some controversy around Snow White, but they should really do another Snow White set. It would be sad for them to do it in minifigure form, obviously, because we all mostly like mini dolls. But if they did it, they could use the micro dolls as the dwarf for the dwarf parts, and then we could have a bunch of animals. So someone's selling the first 2 waves of cubes for like $4 a cube. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Like I've gotten at Walmart at times, I've seen them for $2.50, and I had to resist buying all of them out. Corne, you don't have any cubes either? What? 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 Maybe I just thought everyone had gotten at least one cube just to experience it. So, I should go over what I'm sorting now. So this bin, you can kind of maybe tell by the colors, but this is the spaceship mock bin, and since it's done, I can sort all the parts out of here now. Because what I do when I'm working on a mock, if I stop working on it or just take a break or whatever, I'll literally scoop all the parts I have in a pile into a bin like this, so that when I come back to it, I can just have all the parts there that I was using on and dig for, whatever I was working on. And like I said, since I'm done with that spaceship, I can now take all these parts and sort them back into my collection. I'm a very messy builder. Yep, that can happen sometimes. Yeah, and see, that's kind of why I started like not liking the cubes, especially now that they're printing on the fronts. Um, it's super cute. It's don't get me wrong, this is super cute, but but if you want to use these cubes for anything other than a container, like I want to use it somehow in a city or something like that, kind of like Corne was saying, if this color is got a print on it, it really doesn't work unless you find some other use for it. Like, admittedly, an idea I just thought of. This could be cool as like a pet shop sign or something on top of a skyscraper or something. But other than that, their uses are very limited. And with the fact that the $10 sets that Lego has made for mini dolls are actually really good, like the cat car, which comes with 2 mini dolls and some animals, seems like a way better value besides the exotic colors of the pets um, than the cubes. Yeah, and I agree with that. And like I said, I think I've said before that I like the heart sets better, just because you get all those parts instead of a big chunk of plastic, um, which I prefer. Because also they had some cool colors, and those weren't that bad either. Even though they didn't, those ones didn't have mystery animals, I still think they're pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you know what also makes them less interesting? Difficulty and availability of them, how fast they retire. Because like these are already retired. Like they just came. I feel like these just came out like maybe a couple months ago, and they're already retired. Well, yeah. Uh, I was not a fan of that set, Corny. I felt a little underwhelmed by Olivia's Garden. Um, I literally would have much rather had another cat, but then again, that's just me. I don't know. It felt like a set that we got already, or just a really small. It felt, I don't know. There just didn't feel like there was a whole lot going on. I don't know. I just didn't. I wasn't a big fan of that set. The hamster is cute. Hey, that means I was wrong on what I guessed what the sets you had were in that stack. Because I think I guessed it was a different set than it actually was, perhaps. Yeah, no. I only wish that the grooming buggy or the cat grooming set wasn't a 4+ set, so you didn't have that big um car. I don't mind a car in it, but I just wish it wasn't that like 4+ big one piece car. And if it wasn't, oh my gosh, I because they had that on sale for like 750, and like I had to fight myself to resist becoming a crazy Lego cat lady and just having tons of the little kitten. It will be 2 months more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It- are you thinking of the $10 set, or are you thinking of her electric car set? Because for $10, I don't. It was priced okay. The problem was you only got one mini doll, I think, and that kind of made it a bummer. But it's I still thought it was okay. I just didn't think it was that great. Definitely prefer the cat grooming car over it. What's the I forget what the I should have had that up the set list. The set list for what's coming in 2022. By the way, who remembers this thing? I guess it's still somewhat apart together. Kobe probably. I said that right. Skittering around. What do I want to see in the upcoming years of Friends? Well, a lot. Because I think there's a lot of opportunity. And like I kind of was saying before, with they hired that rapper, I kind of wonder if they aren't trying to look a little bit more into the, I'm not too familiar with it, but like the Brats and the LOL, and I think there was like a Rainbow School or something. I think they're looking to try to get more into that demographic because traditionally Friends has been more, I guess you could say, conservative, because obviously like some of that stuff is kind of out there. And I just think more variety overall is what I want to see with Friends. I think that's the number one thing I want to see happen with Friends. I don't necessarily care what sets and stuff they necessarily get, but like in the mini doll aspect, I want to see more variety, and perhaps in the sets too, just because like I know like you guys don't necessarily get as many sets as like I do at times or other people, but like when you open up mini doll set after mini doll set after mini doll set, and you're all looking at that same smile every set, it gets kind of old. And emotions are probably the number one thing I want to see, because you don't see them. Oh no, I'll put it away. Well, I did. It's parted out. It's gone. You don't have to worry about seeing that again. I can't guarantee you won't see something new and different in the similar vein at some point, but that one is parted out and gone. So here's a fun question. What set did this part come from? Because it's, I believe, only in that set, and it's a friend set. Can you guess? If you could actually see what the part was, it's this part. Guess what set it came from? I don't want to remember it. Okay, we'll forget about it. Alva's Tower? I don't know what that is. Yeah. I, are they though? Is it though? I don't know. I'll have to go and look down the other shelves of the aisles, because from what I can tell, it's mainly a lot of dolls and a lot of dolls. And then a lot of the sets that, like, I know with like Barbie, it'll be like there'll be a set, and then there'll be stuff. Well, there'll be bigger sets too, I suppose, that don't have them in there. But like, yeah, I don't know, because I know I had that discussion with the minifigure people on YouTube about, oh, if they didn't have minifigures, no one would buy anything, which is funny because Creator is one of the lines that was top 5. And that doesn't really have it. Unless you're talking about Hidden Side or, yep, good job, Corne. I don't know if it was in the Great Hall. It might have been in 2 sets. I think it was only in 2 sets, because it was definitely in the Pop Star stage, because that's where it had those pretty cool stickers. And I don't know if it was, I don't think, because I think it was only in that one set. Maybe one other set. It might have been in that one. I'm not familiar with that set, unfortunately. But yeah, and I think again, the number one thing I want to see in the future for Friends, just as a baseline, is emotion. I mean, I think it would be so cool to have figures with emotion. Like, I thought the movie theater would have been a great one to have emotion. Someone laughing, cheering, being scared. Like, literally, we have like smirks and smiles, and then Lena Luthor. That's like all the emotions that as far as I know. Feel free to fill me in on any that I don't know about. But as far as I know, those are all the emotions. There's like 2. Oh, okay. So it must have been in 2 of them then. Okay. I was a little wrong. I agree, especially with more crazy hairstyles, please. Well, yeah, he tends to be the corrector, which is fine, perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with someone knowing more than me. Actually, it's a positive because then when I don't know something, I have someone to go to and ask, "Hey, do you know about this?" I'm not one of those type of people. Maybe just for the one season. I would just prefer having sets with her in it back. I just love the colors. I mean, I think I'll say this, and I think it kind of might somewhat correlate to. I should look at your list of questions, you guys. Um, but one set that really got me into Friends, the Friends line, because when I got back into Lego, I guess I was more boy orientated at that time for what my likes in Lego were, even though I'm pretty sure I just like everything. But I got into like Nexo Knights and stuff like that, and even though I think it was discontinued at that time, but the Popstar Tour Bus is what really got me into Friends because I got it and I was like, hey, mini dolls are actually not that bad. They're kind of neat. They're colorful. They're got some detail and they're got their own uniqueness to it. And this tour bus is way better than any vehicle that I've gotten from any other line that was like just a vehicle, like a city style type vehicle, especially with the size. And it almost kind of had a sci-fi type look to it. So I'd say the Popstar Tour Bus is the one set that really got me into Friends and mini dolls in general. Yeah, I mean, and you know, I almost want to say it's like sexist in a way because I thought about that. I'm like, oh, so the girl Lego can't have emotions because girls are not supposed to have emotions other than happy all the time. It's like almost like no, they can have emotions. I don't see a problem with that. You know, and it's like I know Claire says they look at it as like, well, it's the first set they get. It might be the first time they get a mini doll, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean it can't be a mini doll that's happy or like excited or scared. Because I don't know. I just think that they need more emotions. Just that, like, there's so many, and I get that they have dual heads and everything for minifigures, but minifigures have so many, even though not as many as I wish at times. I could go for more glasses on all mini dolls and minifigures, but yeah, no, they need to. That's a number thing. Yeah, but those are all just kind of smirks, aren't they? I'm almost positive they're all kind of devious smirks, and that's it. Because like the only one that like blatantly looks angry is Lena Luthor, whereas all those other ones, I feel I'm almost positive are just kind of devious smirks. That's why it's like we have smirks, we have smiles, and then we have Lena Luthor. And like I said, I could be wrong, but I really feel that's all I've seen. Yeah, and there's none in Friends actually. I don't even know if Friends probably has some smirks, and that's it. The hospital set, which I've talked numerous times about, is the number one offender that got me on this rant. Ever since I bought that set when it first came out, I'm like looking at the box. She's smiling. Her friend just slipped and like broke his ankle and cracked his head on a banana peel, and she's just smiling away. He's like injured, going into an ambulance, smiling away. He's injured, And he's just smiling away. And I'm just like, there's no way you'd be in pain. Wouldn't you? Yeah. House. Yeah, that'd be cool. A male house. I don't know if they would do that. Yeah, but well, they're not always happy. Hello, Mama's Bricks. Welcome to my awkward stream, my first one. But on your comment, Chrome Lego Cat, Disney, they have emotions. I'm pretty sure if you, most of the characters at some point are near crying or really sad. And at some points they're really happy, and I'm pretty sure some of them fall into deep sleeps, so they definitely sleep, and yawn, etc., etc. So I don't necessarily think that's the true statement there. Yeah, I feel like it should actually be called instead of Lego Friends, it would be like Lego Shops, and Lego City would be Lego Vehicles. Because I think there's just a ton more vehicles in Lego City, although and fire stations and police stuff, which is fine, whatever. Um, but it just seems like there's way more vehicles in Lego City stuff and just the theming than in Friends, which has more buildings. I think the only thing is that whole negative, it's got a pinkish purplish color scheme, so I don't like it. Which, it does. And I don't think that's necessarily bad, but if you do want like a more of a variety that's not always pinkish purplish, then obviously you can't really necessarily look at Friends. But I don't, obviously I like pinkish, so I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, I don't care. just to be kind of blunt, I just want them to do that. Yeah, but you can also cry for happy reasons. Overjoyed. I mean, but then you can't say it doesn't go into Lego's values, because look at all the other stuff that Lego makes. They make big dinosaurs that eat meat. I mean, you can't really get around saying that. They have like chicken legs and stuff. I mean, we whether we like it or not, we are happy and sad at times. And that also is in like every movie. And I don't think it's a brand value thing, because it's only really for Friends and Disney princesses, and the villains do have nefarious faces. I'm not necessarily asking for us to have like Mia with a mischievous, well, she could have a mischievous face. Maybe it's April 1st and she wants to play pranks on her friends. I don't know. Or like an evil face where she's like, I'm going to take over the world. I'm not necessarily asking for that, but like if you go to a movie, something might make you cry. Something might make you laugh. I don't know. I'm going to argue that until I get it, or until like I explode or Lego explodes or something. I'm going to keep complaining about that until I either get it or I can't complain about it anymore. Because I think they just should. I think it would add so much, especially when like I do my mini doll mocks. I think it would just add so much. Yeah. Gosh. I can't wait to get into that castle, by the way. I probably should have started doing that instead of. Well, kids don't want to buy a sad toy, but they want to buy a fun toy. I guess I understand that. I don't know. I'm still on emotions I'm never going to stop arguing that point. Maybe they should redesign mini doll heads so that they can have faces on each side. Nope. That's perfectly all fine, Chrome Lego Cat. As I've said numerous times to y'all, school is way more important than Lego or talking to me even or anything. So no worries. Thank you. I appreciate you joining though. It's like I said, I was expecting 0 and I definitely got more than 0 and I'm very happy for that. Well, yeah, and you know, and I was thinking about that, like, how cool, this will never happen, but how cool would the advent calendar for next year friends had all 5 of the girls in pajamas, but as their teenage selves, you know, and all, well, I don't know if you could give them all sleeping faces, but I also think it would be cool if they did little bedroom sets where they had sleeping faces or half sleeping faces or waking up faces. Don't worry, you're not alone on having done that. When I was your age, I was doing stuff like that too. In fact, there are days I just didn't sleep, especially when I was working third shift and I wanted to go out and do stuff. It was like I'd get off work at 7 and then do stuff, and I wouldn't get home until like 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning or something. So, but I appreciate you staying up, Kobe, to check out my stream. I really do. I didn't expect it, and like I said, you didn't have to. Yeah, no, yeah, I think we only have gotten Emma in PJs, um, which is unfortunate because you know Friends has been 10 years. But then again, I will say that I don't think they've just started making PJs for minifigures too lately. The new Santa's, I don't know what it's called, but the new set has a little girl in pajamas. We had the girl in pajamas for one of the CMFs, and I think there was a boy in pajamas in one of the sets. I don't know, and I think there was a CMF where we had an adult pajamas or some set or something. But again, they have like crazy emotions, you know, or the shower guy or something. And we're just sitting here with like, hopefully no one's paying attention to me sorting because I'm starting to fail. Yeah, no, well, do you wear boots to bed, Kobe? I mean, arguably they should all be barefoot, kind of like Tangled Rapunzel is. So I mean, maybe one day we'll get that. It would be really cool to get an advent calendar where they're all in their pajamas, waking up to open presents. Maybe one of them's like got a yawning face, like they're still waking up. They're not used to getting up early. Maybe one of them has an overly excited face because they don't have a problem getting up early and they're just excited to be hanging out with all their friends. I think there's lots of options, obviously, but they would have to try to do them. Yeah, no, and like I said, it's the only one we have in pajamas, which is unfortunate. I'm going to have to use these kryptonite emotions from the DC Superhero Girls to give my mini dolls emotions, which sounds ridiculous. Yeah, there's so many things they could do. I mean, and like I said with the cinema, I thought would have been a great opportunity to have someone like laughing or being scared or smile, or well, not smiling because we got like 8,000 of those. But just something different. But it's like whenever I review a friend set and I have to talk about the face print, and it's just like, oh, here we have another slight smile. And this one also has a slight smile. This one has a slight smile. Admittedly, though, the funfair stuff actually has some crazy prints on the face, but it's all on top of a slight smile. Which like I said, could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Kobe, how late are you staying up? Or did you fall asleep already? Oh, all this pink. I have to work on numerous things. I still got videos I want to try record. I have stuff. Yeah, I love, like, the face print was all cool on them, but again, they're all kind of I don't know. You don't want to sleep all day, so are you not gonna sleep at all? Oh, you don't have to stay up. Yeah, actually, I gotta check the Discord because I want to see what question you had specifically asked me. Oh, where is it? And maybe you asked it already, but oh, there it is. What is this? So, I don't know if you remember what you asked me, but your questions were, what is your favorite and least favorite part about Lego in general? And what is your favorite and least favorite part about Lego sets? So what is my favorite and least favorite part of about Lego in general? I would say one of my favorite parts about Lego in general is that you can take it apart and build it again however you want. So the creativity that can go into it, I guess, would be one way to say, because I don't know if you've, like, in the past, I used to do miniature gaming, which would be like mini dolls, but instead of just having mini dolls, you would actually have to build them, paint them, and then you could play a game with them. And the thing with that is once you build them and paint them, they're pretty much going to be stuck that way. But like with Lego, if I build a set, I can take that set apart and rebuild just that set if I want. Or I can add stuff to it and build something completely different. Or I can, take all these girl sets that have buildings and stuff and turn them into spaceships. I think so. So I think just the customizability and just the interchangeableness, creativeness of Lego is what I really, really like about Lego. What I hate about Lego, which is something I've actually spent a lot of time trying to think about, I couldn't, like, hate is a strong word, but so, like, what would I dislike about Lego? Besides the fact that they do actually make quality stuff that makes me want to like a lot more, well, which makes me like too much stuff because it costs so much. You could say the price, but arguably, I don't think it's necessarily priced the worst, because if I played with the sets, I would be getting a lot more value out of them. But since I just build them, but I find it really relaxing to build them. And I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy sorting Lego, as weird as that sounds. So it's hard for me to say something I really don't like about Lego. Um, some of the stuff Lego maybe does, like they don't give us expressions for mini dolls. I guess something could be said for that, but I don't know if that's necessarily a hate type thing as much as a personal desire. um, it's really hard for me to think of something that I hate about Lego, because I think if there was something that I could find that I really hated about Lego, I don't think I would be doing anything with Lego. As a side note, another positive thing that Lego does is all the, LGBT or any real, thing they fight. They actually are on a good side of trying to, not, like, help people. They actually help people in positive aspects. Oh, they are socks. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and see, yeah, they're not. So maybe what we need is like, as weird as it sounds, but an 18 plus friend set where we can have crazy emotions on mini dolls or something, or just a bigger set that has that. But yeah, you know, I can understand they just want them to smile. What was Kobe's other question here? I don't know why I forget it so quick. Favorite and least favorite part about Lego sets? I think you'd have to elaborate on that a little, Kobe. Yeah, I fully agree with that. I think that's the number one thing. You have so many different colors, so many different things you can build, and with so many different parts they have nowadays, the things you can build are just crazy. You can build so many different things with whatever you want. You know, you can get that you know, like I just built a white and pink spaceship, right? And I probably used a lot of parts that were in a set that was a Minecraft set that made a pig house. You know, you can just do so much different stuff. Like I compare it to other toys, and like if I was a kid again, I would be like, "What do you want? Lego. What do you want? Lego. Are you sure you still want Lego?" Yes, the only toy I want is Lego because I can play everything I want to in Lego. Stepping on them. Stepping. Well, see, when you have as much Lego as me, you get stronger feet and they don't hurt you as much. Unless it's very certain pieces. I don't have one laying around, but I can show you a piece that I did step on that did really, really hurt. Basically, how can I explain it? The part that I stepped on was like if this was pointing straight up. So like the corner of this flag was pointing straight up. It was like one of those corner panel pieces, and it had laid on the ground and it fell and it stepped on it. I won't go into detail, but I have stepped on worse things. But I have for the most part grown immune to stepping on Lego. Unless, like I said, it's a certain way. I did, however, one time, which was kind of funny, kneel down on the floor, and perfectly right under my knee was a 1x1 brick. And I'm a bigger person. I got a lot of weight. To say the least, I had an imprint, and I almost took a picture of it, an imprint of a 1x1 brick into my knee. So that was fun. But I'm not, like I said, not going to go too much into detail, but one of the worst things I stepped on is a stud earring with the sharp pointy thing pointing up in bare feet. And that's all I'll say about that. But, like I said, I don't mind Lego. Because I look at it like this. Maybe if there's someone trying to get into my house, I could throw Lego on the floor and, you know, prevent them. Although, I guess it only really works if they're not wearing shoes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can get like kind of almost like a skin tattoo or something. Get that Lego brick in there. Have stud skin. That would be funny. Stud skin. Oh, gosh. I wonder if you could get like some sort of piercing or implant or something where you could have like stud skin. Just be like, this is what my skin is like. I could build Lego onto my arm. It'd be so weird. Probably bad too. But yeah, I guess stepping on Lego is not a positive thing. But Kobe, the other question you had asked is what's your favorite and least favorite part about Lego sets? I'm not exactly sure. Do you mean like what makes a Lego set that I would like really like? Or did you have a specific set in mind or a line or something? Or you just probably don't remember why you asked that question? Because I'm trying to think of like, because like it gets down to like what would be my favorite part of a set compared to like what would be a set part that I wouldn't like about a. I don't know. I don't know if you can get more specific on that. Because like when I like review a set, something that will make a set really good is the theme and how it looks, the prints on like the figures, which is kind of low for me. The colors, what you can do with it. You know, the parts are kind of a big deal. Yeah, well, so like for one, I have a problem where I want all the Lego sets because I like a lot of things. But like here, let's look at an example. So this in recent waves, there are a couple sets I did not buy. And well, thanks for stopping in, Mama's Bricks. I appreciate it. Like I said, I didn't expect anyone to show up, but I really appreciate everyone that has. Thank you for stopping in, and hopefully you have a great day. But it and so like I didn't buy the park set. The park set, Heart Lake Park set, I think is what it was called. And it just didn't interest me. And I think the reason why is it looked kind of small to me. It looked small, like there wasn't a whole lot going on, and like the colors just weren't there, the parts weren't there. The mini dolls, I think there was the one male mini doll that actually kind of had a cool torso, but that was like about it. Otherwise, there wasn't a whole lot in there that I liked. What other recent sets did I not get? I'm trying to think. Oh, the mall. The big mall was another one that I didn't. It just didn't like when I looked at it. It looked too thin, and it didn't have a whole lot of really good parts. It had some good prints and some pieces, which I did order online. But like as a total full, it just didn't look good to me. Yeah, and I mean that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own different likes. The other thing too is I don't have the space for like the mall, and I think it didn't look as good how the architecture was compared to say something the same price, which was the hotel. Like if you told me if I could get the mall or the hotel, I would hands down say the hotel all the time. And I think that's maybe more of an adult thing where like you like the look of it more than the actual like I don't know. But I'll tell you, I really like the hotel, and I initially wasn't going to get that one because I wasn't sure on it, and I had to cut back spending. But then I ended up just get it anyway. But it was awesome. Yeah, and see and that's fine. Like another one that I really liked, the and I think you've been putting up some pictures of it recently. Uh, the water park. And like the thing that really caught me about the water park is I thought it was really neat that they kind of had the theming of water on the bottom, and then as it came up, it turned into a sandcastle. Should I buy an incomplete use set? What set is it, Chrome Lego Cat, and how much? It is the UCS Millennium Falcon, and it has 50% of the pieces. Don't buy it. You really see whenever you're thinking about buying a Lego set, you need to watch Brick Emotion's video. I need to do that better too, because it brings up a lot of good points on should you buy it or not. Like, is it a set you really want? Is it a set that you like the look of? Can you handle the parts that's missing? Are they significant? Because if you like look at a set and you're like, oh, I really like that set because it has really cool mini dolls, and then you don't get like most of the mini dolls, well, then I wouldn't buy it. You know, if you like the set because of the build and you get like all the build except for one part that you have in your parts collection and it's a really good deal, get it. Because you bought that medieval thing, which I still think is ridiculous that you got, that was like near complete. Especially like I didn't know they made minifigure style cows ever. So when it comes to buying Lego, it's really up to you because like you guys bought them all, you know, and you liked it. I didn't buy them all. I didn't like it. It just, you know, it had some hair pieces and some torsos that I liked and a pink controller, which still should have been in Olivia's gaming cube, which I think is ridiculous that it wasn't. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, and you got it for a ridiculous deal. Like, hypothetically, if you bought that and you brought it to the US and just sold it, you'd make money. You wouldn't even have to do anything. I would have probably bought that for your price if I saw that and had easy access to getting it. I shouldn't, because then I know what's going to happen. I'm going to start making my own medieval town or something, which I have no room for. Corny. I watched the vid, but it doesn't matter. I need it. And that's fine. I think one thing I'd like to point out with some of you guys too is the fact that when you buy it and you actually keep it like together and everything, I think that's way cooler than like buying it to like build once and then part out, which is kind of what I do. I think it gives it more value because also the thing is if you keep a set together, which I'll suggest to all of you, if you keep a set together, like with everything mostly together, it gives you the ability to sell it for profit later. If you get into that, because almost every Lego set, even if it's opened, as long as it's in pretty good condition, you can sell it for profit than what you bought it for, as long as you didn't pay over retail. What? Why not? I'm just like, why not? Why don't you have a medieval city? Why don't you buy it and then sell it and then buy all the friend sets? Probably because shipping and stuff, but it's crazy. But yeah, you know, talking about the Brick of Motion video, I did just buy that castle, so maybe I shouldn't really talk. Although the more I look at it, the more I think I'm going to really enjoy it. But I think I'm going to have to put in a parts order so I can get some more purple for the roof. Or I can just do a mixture. Maybe it'll look like it's weathered. So how long do you want me to stream for? Because effectively I have no life. Well, is it 60% of the retail price, or is it just 60% of how much it sells in the US? Yeah, but if you get one of them, you could almost just sell it and get two of them. I'm sending you down a slippery slope. I should probably be quiet. I'm not the best one to comment on that stuff. Farm? I don't know. One thing that we got to think about though too is what do kids want to play with? Don't pay attention to my sorting. Ignore that. Because whereas whatever we want or whatever hasn't happened often, It's still going to be based around what they think kids are going to want to buy. And if Friends didn't do as good this first, well, we'll see how they do overall in the year. I think they're going to do great. Because like I was saying on there before, I think the end of the year is when kids actually get Lego, and they're going to have a lot more sales, because like the Lego aisle at my Walmart is always empty after Christmas. It's always empty. I feel sorry for the kids that end up getting like a gift card and they're like, yeah, let's go Lego shopping. There's no Legos to buy. Lame. I have to wait. Well, by the time you get it, you're going to have more houses. Which is the, well, Stephanie's is probably which is the next house? Olivia's, I think we said, would be the next house that they would make, which I really think they should do. I need more containerage. I'll stream as long as you stay up. Maybe. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that because I think you said you're going to stay up the whole day. Maybe I shouldn't say that. We'll see. Maybe it is, I don't know. One of these days I'll have to do one of those hardcore streams. Maybe I'll take vacation and be like, I do Lego stuff for 24 hours straight and stream it all live. Will you watch any of it until I get towards the end? And I'm like super crazy and I start like gnawing on Lego or something. I don't have any houses built up but Andrea's. Oh my gosh. I won't lie, I sorted out all of my all of the seasonal hotel stuff because I'm like, this is a really cool concept. I'm probably going to forget to do it and never end up doing it because I never did that with the tree, the tree house. In fact, I still think those are in bags. And I have so much greenery, I should just make a forest village, which I don't need to make because I don't have space. Although I still want to make a forest village. I have this really cool idea of making a giant tree that has like elven buildings in it. But again, no space. Well, I used to play games and stuff, and I used to be pretty hardcore when I played games and video games and stuff. I'm older now, so me staying up all day and stuff isn't as easy. Well, and see, that's the thing. I just need to try to do it. I wouldn't sell to other countries right away just because I know that's going to cost a lot. I mean, the thing is, if you charge for shipping, you could sell to other countries, but at that point, then you might not be making as much money. So the simplest thing, which I think you're doing a good job at, is make a YouTube channel and try to make money that way. Because I feel that is just something that you can just do for fun, and eventually maybe you'll make money. I have the problem where sometimes I, as you probably might know, get too much into it, and I feel that, oh, no one's watching any of my content, no one cares, and I just need to be quiet and just have fun and just do it like I'm doing now. I'm really enjoying chatting with you guys. I think it's great. I'm glad that Ruth helped me out and got me doing this. Well, and here's a good question, Chrome Lego Cat. I don't remember exactly where you live, but have you ever had a Lego Masters series on TV? Because I feel that after your country has a Lego Masters series on TV, Lego's going to go up in price. Because that's what happened in the US. Wait, You had no idea I posted videos? Or Chrome Lego Cat? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You lived around there. Yeah, so if you get a Lego Masters show, then you can stop worrying about how cheap skate people are for Lego. Because then it's going to cost a lot. Because, like, pre-Lego Masters in the US is when I was buying Lego Elf sets below retail, used, and sometimes not used. And then Lego Masters happened, and now I can't get any deals on eBay, and it's just paying a lot. Yeah, believe it or not, Lego Chrome Cat has a kind of a channel. I haven't personally looked at it, sorry. But they have about as many subscribers as I do. So you'd be surprised. And I think it's like, I never really wanted to like go into the Discord and be like, hey, like some people have in the past, where they're like, hey, check out my channel. Hey, subscribe to my server. Hey, subscribe to my channel. Hey, you should check out my channel. Hey, look, I made this new video on my channel. Check out my channel. Get in my channel. I'm not that type of person. If you want to watch the content I make, you do it because you want to watch the content I make, not because I'm yelling at you to. Who doesn't like getting cheap Lego? Come on. Who does not like getting cheap Lego? I mean, I've bought in sets that I never would have bought just because they're cheap. Like all these video beat boxes I would have never bought, but they were cheap. $290 subs. You know, Kobe, when I first looked at that, because of how my screen is, I thought you said you had like 290,000. I don't know why. And I'm just like, what? Who are you? Like, you're just some big Lego celebrity, and you're like, yeah, I just stopped streaming. I don't feel like it anymore. Yeah, and I agree. And like, I get caught up sometimes in going, oh, these people have more subscribers than me, and they put in less effort, or spent less time, or they have done more, and I just can't do it. And I just got to come back. And I think this streaming is great. And I think that's probably why Ruth does it a lot too, is that it's just nice to chat with people in the community. And that was another question. Why did I get into Lego YouTube? I remember that on the channel. And at its core, it was to meet people that also did Lego stuff, quite simply. Because I'm sitting at home telling my mom, hey, this new Lego set's coming out for friends. It's going to be really awesome. I love the whole theme that they have in it. And then I just get the look of like, okay, yeah, sure. And I was like, you don't really care, do you? Well, I do, but not really. So I was like, I need to get a community where I can talk to people. And so I just kind of did YouTube. Don't. I'm not a fan of Cafe Corner, so but the Hideaway for $20, give me 100 of those. That was one set that was like the quintessential Lego Elves Treehouse set in my mind. It is really good. I know. I have that problem. It's a very bad problem I have. I just got to do what I do and have fun. And sometimes I can look back and say, you know what? No one else has done any princess mechs as far as I can tell. And I'll be happy about that. And then eventually at some point, someone will do a whole princess mech line that just does way better than mine. I'm doing it again. But no, it's cool to be able to chat with people about Lego and not feel like you're being ignored or they don't really care. They want to care, but they just have no idea what you're talking about. You know, you're like, oh, this set's going to be coming out. It's going to be awesome. And then it's I don't know really why or why it would be awesome or anything. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. So that's why I pretty much did YouTube. One, for like I could make money doing this. Which I also did like, no, you're not going to. And it was more to get into the community and just see what I could do. And because a lot of the other like Lego YouTubers at that time that I followed, basically they said, if you want to get into it, just do it. Don't worry about anything. Just get into it and do it and keep doing it. And eventually it might pan out. But you got to still kind of put effort into it. It's not necessarily just a game of luck. There's also like, you can't just make random, well, okay, technically you probably could, but I mean, there's effort that you have to put into your videos to make them like a higher, like, I think one of the things why I don't necessarily have as much as I could is because I don't put a lot of effort into my videos because I don't do any editing. Also, I don't make videos that, you know, well, I do sometimes like that people will like that I don't want to do, which some people have done just to get likes and stuff like that. Huh. TikTok. I don't know about that. I must be one of those old people. I feel bad for people that um live over in China right now because they're kind of cracking down on everything and anything, unfortunately. I don't know how to make quality videos. I don't either. So we're in the same boat. I I don't have, so like I make my videos literally with my phone, and I wish I could stream with my phone because my phone is a higher quality than this janky webcam that I bought. But I can't stream with my phone until I get 1,000 subscribers, which is weird. Whatever. Um, but I also don't have any editing programs or anything. But like I also don't know what I would edit because I'm not going to do speed builds of any sort because it's not my thing. I don't really like that. So I guess there's some things I could edit. Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing that I had to get over on many aspects. And I'm still not over it. But also, like, here's my thing. You guys aren't here for my voice. You're here for my content. Anyone who is going to be here for my voice is weird because I think that's kind of odd and weird. And anyone who's not here because of my voice, well, then they probably don't like my content either. So that's kind of what got me over the voice a little bit. I probably lost a lot of people because of my voice, or people haven't subscribed because of my voice, for a lot of reasons, which I won't go into. But the people that enjoy my content, I don't think care about my voice. And really, if you think about it, I'm making videos about Lego stuff. Why is my voice relevant to that? Like, I get being clear and understanding, that's one thing. But like the tone or pitch or whatever, unless you have a really annoying voice, I guess maybe. But I don't know if too many people do. But like, you go to the site, you go to the YouTube channel because of the content, not their voice. If you go to a singing or like a music video for the content of their voice. I don't know. Have you made any videos with your voice in it that I can even go and listen to? Chrome Lego Cat? Because if not, I don't know. my voice is bad for other reasons probably, but I'm not going to really get into that too much. I don't want to. What? Okay, I'm going to be honest. Probably shouldn't say this. I love accents. Any accents at all. I don't care. So I guess it's the opposite for me. I mean, like one of the guys that I listen to has a British accent that I listen to all the time on YouTube because he does different stuff. And to be honest, I really don't care. Ruth has an accent, I'm pretty sure. But like again, it's really down to people being able to understand you. If you have such a thick accent that like people can't understand you, or like if your English is bad, I can understand that. But it might be something where you try your native language first before doing that. Because there are some channels I think that only stream in their, German or whatever. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it was that bad. I have the problem of really want to talk about it, but gender dysphoria, which gives me issues. But I try to, like I said, I try to just. You're here for the content. You're here to see what I'm doing with Lego or talk about Lego or check out Lego. You're not here for my voice. So I kind of feel like if you're worried about that, it's like something you just shouldn't worry about unless, like I said, you can't be understood, because obviously that's going to be, no matter what you want to think, it's going to be a problem because people can't enjoy your videos. Oh geez, that's a little weird, Corne. That I still think that's a little weird that you live all the way across an ocean in a different country and you know my specific state's accent. I know why you know, but I still think it's really funny and a little silly. I didn't, obviously because I've lived here my whole life, I don't know that I have an accent. And I'm sure, like I said, out of everyone else here, I don't know if anyone else even realized that. I think Kobe lives in the US, but I don't think he made any mention of that. I could be wrong. Hey, look, more poop pieces. Eh. Well, like I said, it's just the way it's. If you're clear, I think it's fine. You know. I think that's just the number one thing. As long as people can understand you, it shouldn't be a problem. And even some people can't. Some people can't hear, and then they might be listening to just or reading captions, and so it doesn't even matter at all. Corne, you need to stream more. I didn't get enough of you. You and Ruth need to do a team stream where it's only you two. And you should have the camera on your hands as you're painting. I'd be curious to see that. Thank you. Y'all should stream together. How would that work out? Yeah, and one of these days we can stream too, Corne. We can set that up too. Because like I said, I do want to experiment with different times too, because I know not everyone can join in at the same times. No problems, Lily. Kobe, maybe you have a Wisconsin accent, and that's why you can't. I don't know. Yeah, no, and yeah, sure. I mean, I'm still really awkward and new to this, and I just, like I said, we're here. We're talking about Lego. I don't care how awkward it is or whatever. You know, I would have in the past probably had tons of anxiety about voice chatting or anything. Fun fact: my best friend. I don't think she's still here. I could be wrong, but when we first voice chatted, because she lives across the ocean too, I was so nervous that basically we were on Discord voice chat and I was like typing and she was talking and I'm like, I can hear your voice and I'm typing this out. I'm not talking back. I have a mic and everything. And I'm just like, I'm so nervous. I don't want to say anything. I'm just so nervous. And I'm like, I need to break the ice or just get it out or something. And I end up meowing like a cat like I did before. And her dog just freaks out. And I just start laughing. And then I start talking, and then we're all good after a while. So it's kind of just sometimes getting over that initial hump. And then you're like, oh, this is actually fine. And like I said with Cornate, you know, Ruth's people are all nice. They're all great. So like if you make a mistake, they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna be like, wow, you're horrible. I don't want to watch your stuff anymore. I don't like you. They're, you know, whatever. And even if someone was, it's like, well then don't. I don't care. Yeah. Except for it made her dog freak out and go crazy. And again, there was another instance where I was told how realistic it is. I think I did that in my cat polybag review, or tried to. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I've been trying to work on getting it to sound more also like a kitten, because I can do different cats. But I haven't really kind of played around practicing with that as much. And it's just a weird little thing. Aw. Yeah. And I think, you know, even though it was kind of awkward how there were so many people, I think in a way that helps you just jump in and, you know, you're there, you're kind of getting used to it, even though you're not in the limelight as much, which I think is nice. And, you know, I kind of was like, okay, streaming with Ruth. And like I said, Ruth's people, all of them are great. And they're over here too, which I think is great. It's a cozy chat, as she has said. And I think it's fine. Really? You could never stream or voice chat? Come on. I don't believe you. If I can do it, anyone can. I'm serious. If I can do it, anyone can. You can do it. Play a video game and act stupid or something. You can voice it. Build a Lego set. Apply stickers really bad. Yeah. And that Rhea poly bag, I don't know if I've opened it yet. I think I got 2 of them though. They're really good. They had good poly bags this year, and I wish everyone could get to them. Yeah, and like, so with face, like right now, I wouldn't do my face for multiple reasons. Also, I'm in my pajamas, which I don't necessarily want to do in camera. And maybe one day I'll do my face, but also like, I don't know, when I watch live streams, I don't necessarily a lot look at the screen. But it is sometimes nice to have people's emotions. It's just not my thing. Yeah. Yeah, you did, Corne. I saw that on there. And you survived. You're still here. I need more containers already. You know, I was thinking, I don't know if it's something you can do, but it might be something we can do. We could have I think we can have like a call or a Discord voice chat through messages or something. Can't you do that on Discord? I could be wrong, but maybe it'd be cool to have like a little mini doll voice chat with all of us that we know, you know? So then we can get over the using our voice or talking or whatever. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I don't know if we can do that. I think it would be kind of interesting. And again, like, it wouldn't be recorded or anything if we can do it in Discord, and then, you know, you can just chat or whatever, and then you'll get used to talking and using your voice, and I don't know. Someday that's something we could try to set up. Kind of like a stream with everyone in it. I don't know how it would work, but it'd be kind of neat. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think you can do it like as a like message group or something. So like we could say, hey, y'all want to do a voice chat at this time? And everyone's like, yeah, okay, well, I'll send you invites or something or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm not super technologically advanced or whatever. I know with my best friend, we watched a movie over Discord once, which I thought was really awesome. Just screwed up. Stop looking on for deals then. My soda of choice is Diet Mountain Dew. So if you hear me drinking something, that's what I'm drinking. It's super healthy. I'm joking. Why? Why excluding you? Oh, no excluding you. I won't do it unless you do it. I'll make that clause. I'll put you on edge. I mean, I'm trying to think of a worst case scenario here, and there's none in my mind. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. It'll be like, oh, that's this is how it would probably go down if you do a voice chat, right? It's gonna be like, oh, hi Kobe, that's how you sound. Now I recognize that you are this person with this voice. So when it talks, that will be you talking, and I will know it is coming from you. And Chrome Lego Cat, you are talking, and that I know it's coming from you, and your voice sounds like this. Now we can converse. I have impulse problems. Thank you, Corny. Yeah, someday we'll try. Don't get all worked up over it. Someday, if we think about it, we'll try. I'm just saying it's not as, especially when you're among friends that are like super cool and super, accommodating and understanding, and aren't going to be like, wow, Kobe, your voice is terrible. You're a horrible voice person. That's not going to happen. And I don't think it would happen anywhere, because then those people are just mean all the time, probably. And if they don't want to talk to you, it's really not a loss at that point. Aw, thank you. I try to be a nice person. I'd rather be a nicer person than a mean person. I don't think that's got any value in it, putting people down. I'd rather build people up around me. Like even thinking about Lego, I'd rather have, I won't put down anything you guys are building. I'd want you to get better, and because I think that'd be cool. I think a lot of people put people down to try to make themselves look better, and I think that's just terrible. Because it doesn't do any good. Because if the people around you are better and you can help them be better, then we all can be better. Told you what? That your voice is terrible? I wouldn't necessarily say there's zero toxicity. Not to point you in the direction to look for some, but I know on Instagram I'm following two groups. A couple actually. For one, that they mention the Harry Potter thing, and when they do any like Harry Potter review, they will do a trigger warning, etc. before it, and then you'll get all the comments of, "Oh my gosh, why you so this?" or "What's wrong with you?" and etc. 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 And it's only Lego people that are going to be looking at those channels. So not everyone's the greatest, but I would say our area of the community is pretty great. So can happy to say that. Yeah, and the white flower, if it's the one I'm thinking of, they just released it in white. The not the accessory one, but the like more detailed, like 6 petals or whatever it has. Yeah, I agree. But like I said, there are unfortunately in the Lego community bad people too. Well, that's another thing too that I think people kind of don't look at. Every community has bad people, unfortunately. So it's like picking out specific people. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. But like there's bad people in all groups, unfortunately, but there's also great people in all groups. Except for hate mongering type groups, but that's a different thing. Well, Chrome Lego Cat, I have the hookup for you because I have tons of it. Because I got really obsessed with that too, and now I have tons of it. Probably too much. But if you look at my Trolls land, I got an opportunity to use a whole bunch of it. And actually, usually in my city a lot, I try to do some greenery, except for Elsa's palace, which I was dreaming about last night, which is kind of funny. Okay. Yeah. But those in white are kind of rare, I feel. I have tons of flowers. I don't need any more flowers. It's to the point where like when you have too many parts, I start building stuff based on I have too many parts. So like if I go like I think I mentioned in there before, I'm like I need to figure out something to build with white and yellow parts because I have too many of those parts. And by the way, I found out what I can build. It's just a long-term project. So it's like, oh, I have so many flowers. I need to figure out what to build. I'm building a garden or something, which actually I want to do for my city. Yeah, I do too. And that they're coming out in different colors is cool too. Hello, Miss Amby. Welcome to the stream. Really? Ah. This flower. Probably can't even see it. So tiny. But that's I like that flower, the bar connection one, because it also can just kind of go in other flowers, and I like it. Also, it's pink, so I have tons of those already. Also, the dark pink one for some reason is really common, so you can get a lot of those for really cheap if you want, especially on eBay. Sometimes I do parts on eBay just because you can get a lot for cheap. But of course, like I said, I love greenery stuff too. And I have that treehouse sitting next to me too that I need to review. which I dropped on the ground, or half of it on the ground, unfortunately. So it's kind of got to get rebuilt, unfortunately. Fortunately, I don't mind building stuff. Are you talking about this one? Kind of see it in the white better there. Are those eggs? What? Yeah. What eggs are you asking? What do you mean, Kobe? Oh, wait. I think I know what you mean. Yes. I'm assuming you're referring to my containers, like this here, like that. Those are Easter egg containers. Those are Easter egg containers that I got on clearance after some Easter for like 10 cents. I think this one is bigger, and it came in another half for like this, and that was 10 cents. And then I think these were like a pack of 2 for 10 cents. And I showed Ruth those, and these are really good because like you can pour them out really easily because of how they're shaped, just like that. And I love them and kind of want to buy more, but I haven't seen them on clearance again. But if I ever do, I'm probably going to buy more. I think I have more somewhere else. They just have other stuff. But it is like super good for sorting Lego because, like I said, you can fill it up and you can pour it out really easily. And they're fairly deep, so you can fill up quite a bit in there. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you don't see them as much. They're pretty rare. But it's the like 3-leaf. It's got like a long thin stem, and then there's 3 nice leaf, and they're all rubbery. I think is the one you're talking about. Nice. Yeah, those are actually hard to get. And it's why I got a lot of the extra pack that those were in. Because I think those are really cool, and you can stack them up too, and they look pretty cool. Obviously down to the bottom of this bin because it's all the little pieces now. Not a whole lot of red. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. You're probably playing with them too hard. But those are nice. And they're hard to get because they don't put them in a whole lot of sets. I think they were used in Belleville quite a bit because I think I have one of my awesome, really good, not scary looking Bellevue set. Prince. But yes, those are little egg containers from Easter. Oh, okay. Those are flowers. Were you saying something else? Oh, yeah, you did say flowers. My bad. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, they come on the little thing, and then you have all the flowers. Yeah, and I've seen people build with those where they don't even take them off. There's a lot of stuff in the Bellevue. It's just weird having a Lego doll that can connect to Lego parts, like an actual Lego doll, and like seeing that makes me go, all the people that complain about mini dolls, I'm like, would you rather have that or would you rather have mini dolls? Because at least with mini dolls, you can use their hair pieces and all that stuff. I should do that and get that out and dress up mini dolls with the clothing. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do it. One moment. Okay, I'm totally gonna be playing with Lego on stream. Come on, we could have got friend sets with this guy. Hi. No? I think that would have been awesome. Mia is going to try on his pants. Little big. Probably should have got a size smaller. Is everyone going to leave the stream now that I have Belleville stuff out? Mia is going to try on the dress. That actually somewhat works. It's super huge though. Actually, that kind of doesn't look bad. Except obviously it's super huge. That's kind of cool, actually. If it was, I wonder if I can. Yep, everybody left the stream. Started playing with Belleville. Everyone left the stream. Oh, kind of works. Kind of. Oh, and here's your favorite. Mia regrets babysitting. Also, this is a Lego piece. It's like fluffy thing. And the bed cover thing, that's Lego parts. Lego. Yep. I don't regret buying this set because I think it was a experience, is what I would say. And also, yeah, the parts aren't the worst either. But like, for the people that complain about mini dolls, I'm like, well, we could have had this constantly. And that would be sad because I'd be like, these figures I really wouldn't want in my city. and stuff because they're big and they're weird. And then, yeah, I can't get his pants back on. Yeah. But again, like, I think that's why the mini dolls kind of actually did good, is because they were more doll like, but they weren't super doll like, so they were still very Lego. Okay, now I gotta put this all away here. One more creepy baby shot. Hello. Look at we could have had this instead of micro dolls. Yeah. This would have been so much better than micro dolls. Okay, I'm done with Belleville. Sorry. I think I lost people. It's all right. We'll survive. Yep. It did. Well, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy we have friends over Scala, Belleville, or even Paradisia, because personally, I'm not a fan of how it looked at all. I know some people are, but I like my colors a little bit more brighter and not necessarily as pastel. And it's all, it seemed like all beachfront stuff, and that, I don't know, that just doesn't interest me. That's a tan roller skate. I didn't even know that existed. You're kidding, right? Because I don't think, wasn't Gallagher before you were even old enough? Oh yeah, this is a Lego part. It's a blanket. I want to start using that in mocks. I have two yellow or white things. Well, I do want, because I know Chrome Lego Cat will like hearing this. I'm still trying. What am I doing? I'm trying to get more raised base plates, or at least different ones than the ones I have. But again, I don't like the Belleville Scala and those colored base plates. Like one of them, I think, is like green and gold, which is gross. Ugh, no. I don't know if they use cloth parts anymore. Oh no, wait, yeah, they do. Some of them. No, I do not have any Duplo except for the unicorn. Okay, the unicorn, and I bought the Lego Movie 2 Duplo set. So it's the only Duplo that I have. Although I kind of want Doc McStuffins Duplo. Just click to change your style. Oh my. Yeah. I think one thing that they've kind of done lately that makes it better is they've made stuff integrate with each other better. Like dots compared to clickets. Well, dots you can use on regular Lego, whereas clickets were like weird, awkward connections, and yeah. It's probably too big. Kobe. I can tell you right now because Duplo is pretty big compared to mini dolls. I think that's one I have. Chrome Lego Cat. That's the one with like the yellow buildings on it. It's kind of like a Coast Guardy type thing. and the water is blue, and then it's kind of a sand with some rocks. I got that from a bulk lot when bulk lots were actually good. Nowadays, not so much. What else do I have? Oh yeah, I should look at other questions. I can't show you the spaceship yet. Here's a good one. Sparkles had asked on the Discord, what's your favorite and least favorite part of being a YouTuber? So my favorite part. Oh, are the kids' figures any different size, really? Um, Probably my favorite part is the people I've met, and the least favorite part is probably how much I can beat myself up, like we were talking before about if other people are doing better or I'm not doing good or whatever. I don't know if I have that one then. Huh. Let me take a look to see if it's the one that I'm thinking of. I'll be right back. Chrome Lego Cat, is that the one you're talking about? If you can kind of see it there. It's a plate thick. Yeah, it's a pretty. I like raised base plates too. This set was actually part of a bulk lot where they said they didn't know how complete it was. What's this? And it was pretty much near complete. And again, that was when I could actually get Lego on eBay for cheap. Let me tell you though, the interiors are not very detailed. This helicopter's kind of neat though. Dusty now. It's still kind of cool. Pretty simple, old school kind of style. Old boat, obviously old figures. A spotlight. A radar build that uses a skateboard. Or maybe I'm wrong. Don't trust me. I know there was a Bellevue or Scala or whatever that used this base plate, but it was in green and like gold color. It just looked awful. Oh, are you serious? That's one I want. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's one I want because I think it's only one of a kind. Might be two of a kind, I don't know. But I was kind of happy to get this as good condition as it was. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty cool. And obviously raised base plate. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't remember what else came in this bulk lot, but I know there was a couple other like sets. I think they were Star Wars ones, but it was like $30. Yeah, maybe. I'm not. Hello, welcome to my live stream where I'm just showing off a raised base plate because we ended up talking about it. It's pretty dusty right now though. But kind of a cool little old set. Could mini doll it too. I'm gonna just spill everything that I just sorted. I know it's gonna end terribly. But it's one of the bigger, more detailed base plates. I think one of the biggest. But it has some interesting things on here. I think this is yep, there's an elevator. You probably can't even tell it lifts it up. What it does, it's really simple. So if you're looking for an elevator build, if I can bring it up a little bit. You probably can't see from this angle. But back here, there's like a little elevator mechanism thing. Yep. They're I love raised base plates, and I probably shouldn't because I know some people don't. I need to put this down somewhere. I got a stack of raised base plates. Nice. Yeah, base plates are great. Yeah, and I think that's the exact one I'm thinking about. That sounds awesome. So I have this one, which is a bit discolored in kind of a gray, but I also have it in dark tan. I think I have two of them in dark tan. This one's kind of weird because it has lots of different levels and stuff, but otherwise it's kind of simple too. I've tried building stuff on it and have pretty much failed. There's this one, which I don't really like, but still kind of neat. You kind of have like a river in the mountain kind of look. You can kind of see how it's raised up there, still kind of cool. This is one of my original sets that I had back in the day. The Spirius base. So it's kind of black with kind of craters all over it. Kind of a weird one. And in the same mold, I have this one, which is just kind of like a green rocky variant. So I don't think I have any other ones. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Besides the tan ones that are like this. the green one, Minecraft. Yeah. Like the reason why I kind of like raised base plates is because of the fact that you can actually like you don't need all the bricks to like build it up right off the bat. You get all of the stuff right there. It's kind of raised already, so you kind of got the cool effect of it already being raised. Yep. Why not a castle? I do want to make a true base plate mock one day. I know I did that underwater scene, Chrome Lego Cat. I still will review it at or make a video on it at some point. But like I want to make a real mock. I wanted to make a mock for my city, but I think I ran out of room. But I still, have ideas on stuff, obviously, and stuff can change in the future. Yeah. I don't know if I still have it, but one of the ones I got as a kid was that blue one with like it's all crystals. And if I remember correctly, as a little kid, I hated it because I couldn't build on it. And I was like, why would they make a base plate for Lego that you can't build on? I didn't like it. It was one of the Aqua Raider, Aqua Explorer sets or something. I don't remember exactly which one. Oh my gosh, I made it over 3 hours. Who's still surviving here? Anyone? I don't know if I still have it. I don't, because it's not with all my regular Lego stuff, but it might be like packed up with other toys or something somewhere else. I could be wrong. Maybe I got rid of it at some point. I just know I had it when I was a kid. And like, I'm just like, I don't like this thing. I don't like it because you can't build on it. And I know they've made a couple base plates like that. I agree, Kobe. I agree. I'm kind of thinking about possibly wrapping up because I'm getting kind of hungry and tired. If I haven't been yawning. So let me know what you guys think. If you're like, no, I want to keep talking, well, fine with that. It is up to me. I know. Hey, Chrome Lego Cat, it's your favorite type of Lego. No, why would I hate you? See? Chrome Gold. You want real gold? Well, of course. Wait, what are you? You're talking about the gold that only comes in the coin pieces. Yes, I know. Raised base plates are always begging to be built on. Wow. Nice. That's some nice raised base plates. I think the King Leo's castle, I think that's the one that's unique to only that set. I could be wrong. That one's pretty expensive if that's that one. I have a couple amusement piers. Like 5 of them. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that they don't. That was more of an older type piece or whatever. You don't see too much often anymore. Yeah. Well, I know that Mega Bloks has done stuff too. A lot of stuff. What's stopping you? Do it. You said you had one, right? I thought you said you had one. Build it. Make a video on it. You don't even need to talk in it. Yeah. Well, what? Out of all the stuff you buy and how much you talk about raised plates, you don't have one, I think you got to get one. I think you just have to get one. I'll wait for that video. Okay, but I think I am going to end up wrapping this up. Just because I'm getting kind of done with sorting the stuff I wanted to immediately sort, although nowhere near done sorting in general. But I want to appreciate everyone who showed up, and you guys that stayed the whole entire time are insane, and I appreciate it, and I think that's really cool. And I hope you got entertainment value out of it and at least had fun. And hopefully Kobe is still alive somewhere or passed out and is unconscious sleeping. And everyone that popped in or watches it later, I super appreciate it. Feel free to leave any comments anywhere that I am about it. And, you know, if you have ideas or whatever, I have no problem hearing ideas, because I can always say no, or I can say, wow, that's great. Or, you know, just use it and think about it. Yes, they are expensive. Yeah, and that's a good one too. Yeah. See ya, Chrome Lego Cat. Yep, I will try to keep you guys informed on when that's going to be happening. Oh, good. That's good to hear. You literally just caught me wrapping it up, but thanks for checking it out. Because we've been going for 3 hours plus now. But maybe you can watch it later if you really want to. Thanks for popping in, though. Yep. Thank you again. And again, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for chatting. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It was a little awkward being my first time, but I can't complain. I think it went great. And thank you again.